From dinosaurs and DCU to MCU superheroes to the Hunger Games and mushrooms, 2025 and 2026 have some awesome movies coming our way. So, let's dive in. Nosferatu, 1st January 2025. Willem Dafoe in a creepy horror film? What more could you ask for? He might be a sweetheart in real life, but the guy knows how to send chills down your spine. Directed by Robert Eggers, who worked on The Lighthouse, and starring Emma Corrin, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, and Bill Skarsgård, this one's bound to leave you with your skin crawling, maybe even running out of the theater. But in a good way, of course. Captain America Brave New World, 14th February 2025. Really looking forward to a Marvel movie in this economy? Why not? Brave New World looks like the first MCU film in a while to shake things up, with its trailer giving off strong 70s paranoia thriller vibes, reminiscent of Captain America the Winter Soldier. That one drew inspiration from films like The Conversation and All the President's Men, and ended up earning rare critical praise for a Marvel movie. So maybe that means Brave New World will steer the MCU in the right direction after a rough patch. Plus, it's got Harrison Ford, and honestly, it's just funny to think that he now knows what the Red Hulk is. The Electric State, 14th March 2025. Before the Russo brothers dive back into the Marvel Universe with Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, they're bringing their blockbuster magic to the Electric State. This Netflix film, inspired by Steinman Stalenhag's graphic novel, features a screenplay by Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely, the duo behind Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. Set in an alternate 1990s where a civil war between man and machine has torn America apart, it follows a teenage girl and her robot companion as they search for her missing brother amidst the chaos. Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things takes the lead role, while Chris Pratt from Guardians of the Galaxy stars as a smuggler who aids her in her quest. The villain, Marshall, will be played by Giancarlo Esposito from Breaking Bad, a drone pilot hunting the pair. The star-studded cast also includes Ke Huy Quan from Everything Everywhere All at Once, Anthony Mackie from Captain America Brave New World, Billy Bob Thornton from Landman, Stanley Tucci from The Devil Wears Prada, Jenny Slate from It Ends With Us, Brian Cox from Succession, and Jason Alexander from Seinfeld. Now the budget reportedly clocks in at around $320 million. For context, Infinity War also had a $300 million budget, so the big question is, will this film draw enough attention to Netflix to justify that hefty price tag and star-studded cast? A Minecraft movie, April 4th, 2025. Minecraft is like the Tetris of our time, instantly recognizable, a huge hit, and loved by all ages. So it only makes sense that it's getting a movie, right? Warner Brothers certainly hope so. The Minecraft movie is taking a Jumanji-like approach, with a group of people entering a portal to the Minecraft world. They'll have to survive creepers and piglins as they try to find their way back home. Aquaman Jason Momoa leads the cast, joined by Danielle Brooks, Emma Myers, and Jack Black. Jared Hess, known for Napoleon Dynamite, is set to direct. We've already seen the first trailer for the movie, and while it's divided some fans over the film's look, we're still pretty excited. Mickey 17, 18th April 2025. Not to get too dramatic, but we've seriously been waiting years for Mickey 17, Bong Joon-ho's follow-up to Parasite, which took home the Oscars in 2019. Can you imagine back then if someone told us we'd be waiting over 5 years for his next film? This existential sci-fi comedy was initially set for a March 2024 release and teased back in December 2022. It stars Robert Pattinson as a group of expendable clones on a mission to colonize a new planet. The concept might sound a bit wild, but we're all in, unless it gets delayed again, of course. Until Dawn, April 25th, 2025. Until Dawn has been making a comeback recently. It got a PC port on October 4th, 2024, and now the classic horror game is getting a movie release on April 25th, 2025. If you're not familiar with Supermassive Games' masterpiece, Until Dawn is one of the best horror games out there. It puts you in the shoes of 8 young adults trying to survive on Blackwood Mountain, where every choice can lead to a bloody end. The upcoming horror movie promises either intense action-packed death scenes, think classic Evil Dead, or something more in line with 2000 slashers like Hostel. While the full details of the movie are still unknown, we do know that David F. Sandberg is directing and Gary Dauberman, the writer behind Annabelle, penned the script. Jurassic World Rebirth, July 2nd, 2025. The original 1993 film kicked off a billion-dollar series, and even though there have been some ups and downs, that iconic T-Rex keeps coming back for more box office success. After the Jurassic World trilogy with Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, Universal is now planning a soft reboot with Jurassic World Rebirth. The movie takes place after the events of Jurassic World Dominion. Dinosaurs are still roaming the Earth, but have retreated to equatorial climates, better suited to their prehistoric needs. However, a team of experts soon arrives, hoping to collect DNA from the 3 largest dinosaurs, which could potentially be used to create a miracle drug. Things go wrong when the team ends up stranded on an island with a terrified family. Scarlett Johansson will play the leader of the team, joined by Mahershala Ali, Jonathan Bailey, Manuel Garcia Rulfo, Rupert Friend, Luna Blaze, and David Iacono. The script is written by David Koepp, who wrote the original Jurassic Park, and the film will be directed by Gareth Edwards, known for helming Rogue One, Godzilla, and the Oscar-nominated The Creator. Superman, July 11, 2025. After the DCEU failure, James Gunn took the helm as co-head of DC Studios, marking the start of a new era for DC's superhero films. The first big result of his work will hit theaters in 2025 with Superman, previously titled Superman Legacy, the first standalone Superman movie since Man of Steel over a decade ago. Written and directed by Gunn, this film will introduce a younger version of Superman, kicking off a fresh take on the DC Universe for Gunn and his team to expand. In March 2023, Gunn announced that David Corenswet would play the new Superman, with Rachel Brosnahan of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel as Lois Lane. This sets the stage for a thrilling new chapter for Superman, but that's just the beginning. Nicholas Hoult from The Menu will take on the role of Lex Luthor, and the cast will also include Nathan Fillion from The Rookie as Green Lantern Guy Gardner, Skylar Gisondo from The Righteous Gemstones as Daily Planet photographer Jimmy Olsen, Wendell Pierce from The Wire as Perry White, and Isabella Merced from Dora and the Lost City of Gold as Hawkgirl. Other notable cast members include Anthony Carrigan as Metamorpho, Maria Gabriela Di Faria as Angela Spica the Engineer, Eddie Cathagee as Mr. Terrific, and Sarah Sampaio as Lex Luthor's henchwoman Eve Tessmacher. Mercy, August 15, 2025. Chris Pratt had an impressive streak with hits like Jurassic World Dominion, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. While he hit a bit of a setback with Garfield, he's set to bounce back in 2025 with The Electric State and this upcoming sci-fi thriller, Mercy. Directed by Timur Bekmambetov, Mercy features Pratt as a detective in a not-so-perfect future, where capital crime is on the rise. When he's wrongfully accused of a brutal crime, he must prove his innocence to avoid the death penalty. Joining Pratt is Rebecca Ferguson, fresh off her success in Dune Part 2. The cast also includes Callie Reese, Annabella Wallace, Chris Sullivan, Kenneth Choi, Jeff Pierre, and Kylie Rogers. Tron Ares, October 10, 2025. The last time we entered this video game universe, we had a Daft Punk soundtrack and a de-aged Jeff Bridges. This time, Jared Leto stars as a computer program who escapes into the real world, bringing a wave of artificial intelligence with him. And instead of Daft Punk, Nine Inch Nails will handle the score, known for their work on movies like The Social Network and The Killer. Leto will be joined by Greta Lee, Evan Peters, Gillian Anderson, and Jodie Turner-Smith. Plus, Jeff Bridges will return, making him the only actor to appear in all 3 Tron films. Directed by Joachim Ronning, Tron Ares was delayed due to the 2023 actor and writer strikes, but is now back on track. Mortal Kombat 2, October 24th, 2025. Hey, guess what? After the surprise success of Mortal Kombat on HBO Max in 2021, a sequel is officially happening. According to Deadline, Moon Knight's Jeremy Slater is writing the script, and Simon McQuoid is back to direct. The big news? Karl Urban is joining the cast as Johnny Cage. This sequel is expected to give fans the tournament they've been waiting for, while also diving into the ongoing Outworld threat. At least it's gotta be better than Mortal Kombat Annihilation from 1997, right? Filming is already wrapped and the movie is set for an October 2025 release. The cast is stacked too. Tati Gabrielle, Adeline Rudolph, Martin Ford, Desmond Kayam, Damon Harriman, CJ Bloomfield, and Anna Tu Nguyen are all back or making their debut. Predator Badlands, 7 November 2025. Prey from 2022 was a breath of fresh air in the world of franchises, offering a unique spin by pitting a Native American warrior against a predator in a way that felt new and exciting, rather than just following the usual formula. Now, Predator Badlands is on the horizon, and it's also directed by Dan Trachtenberg, which gives us hope that it will continue to push the franchise forward rather than just repeating what's been done. Not much is known yet, but we do know that Elle Fanning will star in the film. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, December 5th, 2025. A sequel to the spooky Five Nights at Freddy's is officially in the works, with director Emma Tammy expected to return. Jim Henson's Creature Shop, who brought the creepy animatronics to life in the first film, is working on something related to the movie, according to a tease from Blumhouse. The good news is that the sequel is moving ahead quickly, with a 2025 release date already set. While we don't know who will be in the cast or which, if any, of the FNAF games will be adapted, we've already gotten a sneak peek at the script for the sequel, though there's a catch. Avatar: Fire and Ash, December 19th, 2025. It took over a decade for James Cameron to release Avatar: The Way of Water, but for many of us, it was worth the wait. The sequel was another huge success and set the stage for Cameron's expansive story to continue. Luckily, we won't have to wait as long for the next installment. Avatar: Fire and Ash is slated to hit theaters during the 2025 holiday season, with Cameron once again at the helm. The film will feature returning cast members like Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana, Sigourney Weaver, Stephen Lang, and Kate Winslet. Newcomer Una Chaplin, known for Game of Thrones, will play Varang, the leader of the Na'vi tribe called the Ash People, and David Thewlis from Wonder Woman will also join the cast. Unfortunately, Michelle Yeoh won't appear until the fourth movie. While details about the plot are still under wraps, we know the Ash People are all about fire and won't be as friendly as the Na'vi we've met before. Cameron teased that in this film, we'll see the opposite dynamic from the first movies, with negative Na'vi examples and positive human ones. Street Fighter, March 20th, 2026. Sony is gearing up to bring a new Street Fighter movie to the big screen, diving into Capcom's iconic fighting game series. Given that past Street Fighter movie adaptations have all flopped at the box office, this upcoming film has a real chance to deliver the film fans have been waiting for. Set to release in 2026, the movie's plot and cast details are still under wraps, but hopefully it'll avoid a knockout like its predecessors. We'll keep you updated as more information comes in. The Super Mario Bros. Movie 2, April 3rd, 2026. After the massive success of the Super Mario Bros. Movie in 2023, it's no surprise that a sequel is on the way. The Super Mario Bros. Movie 2 is officially confirmed and will be hitting theaters on April 3rd, 2026. While details about the film are still scarce since it's in the early stages of development, we'll keep you posted as more info comes in. In the meantime, you can check out our review of the first movie to get in the Mario mood. Masters of the Universe, June 5th, 2026. He-Man is making his return to the big screen in a live-action adaptation from Amazon MGM, marking the first film in the franchise since 1987. Rising star Nicholas Galitzine has been cast as Prince Adam He-Man, while Riverdale's Camila Mendes will play Teela, the captain of the Royal Guard. The movie is set to be an origin story, focusing on Prince Adam's transformation into He-Man and his battle with Skeletor. With modern filmmaking tech bringing the world of Eternia to life, fans are excited to see this classic 80s franchise make a comeback. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, July 26, 2026. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is set to make its debut, marking a significant moment for the DC Universe. This film will be the second live-action movie featuring Supergirl, with the first being released back in 1984. It's poised to take a fresh approach to the character, introducing a darker and more complex version of Kara Zor-El. Unlike the more iconic Superman, Supergirl's cinematic history is limited, so this film is a crucial test for DC, as it expands beyond its most famous heroes. James Gunn has teased that this take on Supergirl will delve into her traumatic past, growing up on a destroyed Krypton, a stark contrast to Superman's nurturing upbringing on Earth. This experience will make her a tougher and more resilient character, offering a unique angle for audiences. With other lesser-known characters like Booster Gold and Swamp Thing also on the horizon, DC's strategy seems focused on bringing a wider variety of its comic roster to the screen. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow promises to explore themes of trauma and adjustment, setting the stage for a compelling narrative that challenges traditional superhero stories. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem sequel, October 9, 2026. The next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles installment will build on the fresh vibe from Mutant Mayhem, continuing the adventures of Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, and Raphael. Micah Abbey, Shimon Brown Jr., Nicholas Cantu, and Brady Noon will return to voice the Turtles. Jackie Chan is expected to reprise his role as Splinter, while Seth Rogen, who co-wrote and produced the first film, is back to help make the sequel awesome. The film is currently in production, with its animatic completed and CG animation underway. It's likely to pick up where Mutant Mayhem left off, with significant roles for Cynthia and Shredder, though the actor voicing Shredder has yet to be revealed. We can also expect more exploration of Cynthia's backstory and her link to TCRI, alongside a new TMNT TV series on Paramount Plus that will bridge the films and showcase the Turtles' growth as they gear up for bigger challenges. The Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping, November 20th, 2026. Sunrise on the Reaping is a new prequel in the Hunger Games franchise, following The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Set to release on November 20th, 2026, this film will dive into the events of the 50th Hunger Games, also known as the Second Quarter Quell. It will focus on Hamish Abernathy, who won the games that year, 24 years before Katniss Everdeen's story. The story explores Hamish's struggle after being forced into the games and his attempt to survive, while showcasing the brutal dynamics of the Quell, where twice as many tributes are selected. The novel by Suzanne Collins will be released in March 2025, and the movie is expected to follow closely. Director Francis Lawrence, who has directed all previous Hunger Games films, returns to helm this installment. While casting details are scarce, it's likely that several familiar faces will return in younger forms, as the timeline is close to the events of the original trilogy. The film will be produced by Nina Jacobson and Brad Simpson, who have been involved in the entire franchise. Well, that's it. What upcoming movie are you most excited about in 2025 or 2026? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this and other exciting upcoming movies. See you next time.